Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So originally I just wanted to do a video about my predictions for the presents coming in later in February. However, I just saw a video by MNJTV called My Perfect Elite Four, in which he said, hey, how you can make an Elite Four based on he becomes a champion in a new region, and the region is low tech and there's like nobody know about it. There aren't that many strong characters in it, so he wants to put Elite Four in just to attract strong trainers. Hey, wait a minute, didn't I do this already? So here's the thing. On January 20th, the Bulba Garden Twitter, which is the parent company of Bulbapedia, they wanted to do the same. They did the same thing and tweeted and quote, "You've just been appointed champion and have the power to build a new Elite Four drawn from all the gym leaders, captains, and Elite Four members of every region who is on your squad." Now, when I replied to that tweet that same day, there was no talking about, the new region is brand new, never before seen with super low tech, and the Elite Four is brand new. No, it doesn't say anything about that. It just says pick your Elite Four. So I did my little thing, on the 20th of January, based entirely on that. So what is my perfect Elite Four? So this is regardless of what region it is, regardless of whatever else goes on. And I take that regardless of whatever else goes on seriously, because every single member of that Elite Four has a battle gimmick. And so that means that there's going to be a representation of Dynamax, Mega Evolution, Z moves, and Terrasilize. So all four members are going to have one of each. And to make it even more fun, each of these characters has them regardless of whatever home region they're in. So, and whoever's on their home region will not have the battle gimmick of their home region. Meaning that if I pick a character from Galar, it's not going to have Dynamax. If I pick a character from Alola, no Z moves. If you pick a character from Paldea, you're not going to Terrasilize, crud, etc. So, that's which the criteria for my specific Elite Four, that they have to have each one that have a different battle gimmick. So that means that they're somehow going to have a way to Dynamax in the Elite Four. And so, also, I'm choosing my Elite Four kind of regardless of whatever they're doing in their home region. But I feel like these characters would actually fit well in a new region, even if they have to move their family along. And yes, there are some family men in there too. So anyway, what's going to be my Elite Four? So, let's go start with the front man himself, the number one Elite Four, Peony. So, you're wondering, hey, why is he here first? Isn't he a champion? Well, here's the thing. In the backstory of Peony that we know of, he's only been champion very shortly. And that's only because, according to his league cards, that he was champion for a little bit, but then Rogue decided, no, I'm going to be chairman, and then immediately after that, Peony's gone. And it seems knowing his daughter, he's been out of work as either a gym leader or a champion for a good while. So I feel he may need to move his family along, but then again, it's going to go back to being a big battler. And plus, even if it's going to be a region where everything's low tech, you would think that a character like Penia would find a way to find new, really strong stuff and then find a way to promote it. Because I feel yes, Penia can work to Elite Four. Maybe Penia can actually, roam around the region, see what kind of potential it might have. Maybe do her own journey there, and then find a way to fight her dad. I just feel that's kind of a, kind of a cool thing. It's kind of like what Ruby and Sapphire did. Except, the dad's not Elite Four, he's a gym leader. And said gym leader is in here too. So anyway, that's it for number one. So, for the team he has, now I'm not decided on what the team he has because I'm not going to keep the same team for these characters. However, his ace will be Mega Aggron. Because if he's still going to be a Steel Elite Four, he's going to have some sort of Steel team, and I'm not going to make him Dynamax. And plus, like, I don't think Gigantamax, like, Caparaja, his would-be ace, would be a good idea because that's Rose's ace too, and I kind of feel like he would probably want to distance away from Rose however he can as possible, even if he keeps Caparaja. So I feel like his ace would be Mega Aggron instead. His team outs could be like completely different as what everyone else. Next up, number 2, I'm choosing Rika of Paldea. I feel like she's a really cool character. Yeah, I feel like Rika's a really cool character. Like, I feel like she would work well as another Elite Four with a different region. I don't think that Gato will allow her to be Elite Four of 2 completely different regions. Or who knows, maybe I'll be Elite Four in Paldea. But again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what regionally. But I feel like, yeah, she's a really cool character. I really do like Rika. Like, her design's pretty cool, and she, like, main Clodsire. However, I'm not keeping Clodsire as her ace. Her ace would be something else. But she would, like, keep Clodsire. I feel like Rika means like, Clodsire will still go on and be kind of cool. So, she will still be a ground-type Elite Four, as, like, the type specialty for the rest of the Elite Four will be the same as their normal, the regular type specialty. However, instead of Clodsire and Terrestrializing, her ace would be a standard conduit that Gigantamaxes. Like, for some reason, to my knowledge, nobody mains Gigantamax on Conda, if I'm not mistaken. Because, there is no ground met specialty in Galar that would use standard Conda, to my knowledge. The closest thing is Raihan, but his ace is Duraludon. So I feel like, yeah, sure, we could probably do a Sandaconda, have her ace be Sandaconda. Although, personally, if it were me personally, if this is a brand new, region, new Pokemon sort of thing, she was still Gigantamax, but maybe it's a brand new ground-type Gigantamax. Maybe it'd be of a Pokemon that hasn't been discovered that'd be able to Gigantamax. Then I will put that as ace of Sandaconda. I feel like it's kind of weird to have that as a race. But I kind of want to have some sort of Gigantamax ground types, and Sandaconda just it. Really. Next up, number 3 on my Elite Four is Norman. Because we need a normal type Elite Four. Larry was almost a normal type Elite Four, but now Gita said flying. So, I feel like we're going to have a normal type Elite Four. So I feel like Norman has the potential to be a freaking strong character. Like, I mean, freaking strong. I mean, yes, he means slacking, but yes, slacking is garbage. But like, double battle is actually pretty fine if he knows what he's doing, and he does know what he's doing in his as Emerald team. He does double battle in Emerald, but like, because I've only played Emerald like 1 time ever. But like, I could probably disregard it. Well, anyway, point is that like, Norman as an Elite Four member would be cool, and like regarding his family, I feel like if let's say Brendan will still stay in Homeland. He probably, grows up and more or less like, has his friends in Hoenn, and maybe might stay in Hoenn. Heck, maybe Brendan might take over as a gym leader in Hoenn, and be his own independent man, or women if you choose May. But I'm putting Brandon here because he's canon. He's the Master's canon. So anyway, yeah. I feel like Norman as an Elite Four man would be very cool. I'm giving his ace normal Terra Dragonite. Someone needs to have a pseudo, and I'm giving him Dragonite. I'm giving Terra normal Dragonite with his 3 speed. Again, I want him to be freaking strong, and I feel like, this guy as number 3, he's gonna be freaking strong. And I just feel like, yeah, I feel like it's kind of interesting to see like number 3 be freaking strong, and like normal Terra Dragonite is pretty good. Like he has buffs on extreme speed, and since Dragonite becomes a normal type, it's no longer construed by the many weaknesses of Dragonite. I don't think he'll still keep multi-scale Dragonite though, because we're still talking about main game. If this is post-game, maybe might create multi-scale, but I think it's probably like for the purpose of the main game. I don't think I'm gonna make multi-scale normal Terra Dragonite. I think that's a little too strong. This is not a ROM hack. I'm not giving him ROM hack rules. It's gonna be freaking strong, but not ROM hack strong. And finally, number 4. Come on. For those who know me, even for a little bit, knows that my top waifu is Sabrina, and she is 100% in the Elite Four as the final member. Like, no questions asked. Like, even if she wasn't my waifu, she'd probably be in there anyway. She is that good. Like, I would say that Sabrina has more than enough potential to be the champion of Kanto if she wanted to. But because she doesn't want to, then she's still like a gym leader, or does her actress thing. Like, maybe you could probably, like, put rules like, oh yes, because I'm the champion and she's Sabrina's my wife. Yeah, you might think it's kind of sus, but she's strong in her own right. With or without, you know, biases. And, like, and yeah, she's like pretty strong contender to the champion, sure. But, like, would the question is, would I still make her Elite Four, even if she probably doesn't want to battle anymore? Here's the thing. This is why I mean normal number 3. Because I'm thinking of, like, Peony number 1 and normal number 3, for purposes of, like, trainers would have a hard time getting to Sabrina, let alone getting to the champion. So if the player got a hard time getting to, you know, getting to Sabrina, he'll have a lot of time off doing, like, you know, whatever it is she wants to do, instead of acting or whatever. So just getting to Sabrina's actually been an effort, so that she'll spend less time battling. So you have no reason, you know, little reason to battle. So yeah, and she's still the strongest one out of the others. So now her ace, I'm giving her Z moves, and of course I'm giving her the Psychium Z to someone. But what's gonna be her ace? Yeah. I mean, yeah, you think, oh, Alakazam might be her ace, and maybe Metagross would be her ace. You know what? Because I'm an ice type, I'm not sort of an ice type specialist, not really. I wouldn't do ice type specialist as a champion. I would do a lot of ice types as a champion, but how about Mr. Rhyme? How about Mr. Rhyme with a Psychic Z move? Because first of all, Mr. Rhyme's a Galar Pokemon, and that's like way like out of the league of Z moves. But like having a Galar Pokemon use a Z move in itself is hilarious. It's like way out of his perception of what we consider to be, you know, possible. So yeah, I'll give her a Galar Pokemon with the Alola gimmick, just because. I mean, yes, I could probably give her like Metagross, probably give her Alakazam. Of course, I can give her Alakazam. That's her main. So she mains Alakazam. Maybe I might give her some other like potentially strong psychic Pokemon to go with Mr. Rhyme, because Mr. Rhyme is exactly that good. But like, Mr. Rhyme's stats are fine. But I feel like combining with Psychic Z move, I feel like it's gonna be pretty cool. And plus, like, Mr. Rhyme is based on an actor, or is Troy an actor? I'm pretty sure he's an actor. I mean, he did star and stuff, so I feel like thematically it makes sense. And plus, who's the other like main gym leader who's also an actor? An ice type specialist. So I feel like having somebody with Mr. Rhyme makes a lot of sense. Like, maybe current Sabrina, as we heard now, could actually add Mr. Rhyme as a secondary main, like, alongside Alakazam. But, like, I feel like that kind of makes a lot of sense. And plus, like, that could be the main with Psychium Z, maybe it's isn't that strong compared to, say, Alakazam or Metagross or whatever other psychic Pokemon I might give her. But I just feel like it just makes too much thematic sense. So anyway, that's it for, like, what my Elite Four would be if I was champion of any region whatsoever. Like, given, like, oh, I'm going to play everyone a battle gimmick. Like, a different battle gimmick each time. Who knows, maybe it might be pretty fun to see. I don't know. But whatever, see you guys later.